Honestly, the whole of BookTok slash BookTube overconsume books. Why are they buying so much? I personally know why I don't buy books. I don't have money. So I'm literally fighting for my life every time anyway. So thank you so much for subscribing to me, watching my videos, because now I can break even when I like buy groceries. Okay, I have my popcorn. So you know what's about to happen, right? Hello everyone, welcome. I asked a while ago on my Instagram actually to send me your anonymous book confessions. So today I'm gonna go through and react to all of your guys' anonymous book confessions. So thank you for submitting something. If you submitted something, go follow me on Instagram at SunnyKimReads if you want to be a part of videos like this and submit something. Oh my gosh, I remember I looked so dead and fried because it was like right when I woke up. Obviously I have my popcorn, peach oolong tea. Shout out to my grandma for giving me this tea. No, why does this always happen? Okay, so let's start looking at these. We're already starting off quite strong. IDK this counts, but Maze Runner was horrible. Oh, hey, to be quite frank, I haven't reread the Maze Runner books since I first read them ages ago, like in middle school. The book, okay, I don't really know. The movies though, amazing. Don't even get me started on my opinion about Teresa and Thomas. I think that the Maze Runner story as a whole would have been 8 million times better if they made Thomas and Teresa siblings instead of love interests. Because where's the chemistry? None. No romantic tension, no sexual tension, like literally nothing. It was giving nothing, girl. I think that it would have been a way more compelling story, and Thomas's motivations would have made way more sense, because then it makes sense why Thomas like feels like he needs to do everything in order to save Teresa and stuff like that. Everyone knows that Thomas and Newt had more chemistry than him and Teresa. The Spanish love deception was a piece of problematic crap. I don't know because I haven't read it, but everyone raves about the Spanish love deception. The reason that I haven't read it is because it's fake dating and I don't like fake dating trope. I kind of wanted to just read it to see what all the hype was about and like Aaron Blackford and stuff. But I genuinely like, I think I'm over reading fake dating trope just because of the hype, because like why do I hurt my own feelings? I read it full well knowing that I don't like fake dating, and then I'm like shocked Pikachu when like I don't like it. Honestly, I don't know. If anyone's read the Spanish love deception, let me know what you thought, because yeah, a lot of people rave about it. But there's another side of TikTok where people are like talking about how it's not that good, so I honestly don't really know. Hate the fake dating and the arranged marriage tropes. I agree, because it doesn't really matter how amazing the book is in regards to everything else. I'm not about arranged marriage, but something has fake dating or like marriage of convenience in it, I just won't like it. Like no matter how good the rest of the book is, which is so disappointing. I genuinely can't. Like it's physically impossible. Because to me, it's like the opposite of a slow burn. I don't want to see the couple acting coupley. Next, friends to lovers is better than enemies to lovers. Okay, here's my take on this. Friends to lovers in contemporary setting books and enemies to lovers in non-contemporary setting books. It's like fantasy, dystopia, like anything like that. In a contemporary setting, enemies to lovers doesn't work for me, because do people have enemies? It's really hard for me to buy them. Like in my opinion, there's like no stakes at all in like a contemporary enemies to lovers. In real life, there's no enemies. Am I like wrong about this? Have I just been living like the most boring life ever? Because I'm a chronic people pleaser. Either that or I'm just like very aggressively neutral about like most things. Like I would love to have an enemy in real life. Like that would add some pizzazz in my life. But if you reverse that, I hate friends to lovers in like fantasy or sci-fi or dystopian books, because then it's actually boring. I think it's because the stakes in like a fantasy world or like a dystopian world or sci-fi world, the stakes are just so much higher in worlds like that, because our world is so boring. Like, obviously there are exceptions to everything, but like in general, like I think that that's my opinion about it. Next, I talk about a book I love so much to my friends but gatekeep it when they read it. Wait, this is so true. Oh my god. I will like rave about all these books and like want all my friends to like read the books that I'm reading so I can like talk to them about it and stuff. Also like the feminine urge to gatekeep. It might be because I make every book that I'm obsessed with at the time my entire personality. And so like if you like that book too, then like now what am I? That and like the fact that I feel like explaining all your favorite books, it's like really personal and intimate for no reason. Like, even if I love a book, I feel like I forget everything about it after I finish it. Literally me. I literally forget character names all the time when I talk about them in my videos. And sometimes I'll leave it in where I'm like literally searching up the characters' names, but like that's like 20% of the time. The rest of the 80% of the time, like I cut it out, but I promise that I literally forget all of the characters' names. And then I still have the audacity to claim that it's like my favorite book of all time. Actually obsessed with love triangles and will actively seek them out. Guys, let me know if you want a love triangle book recommendation video, because I was thinking of doing one, but I was like, do people even like love triangles? Like this would be like the opposite of a book recommendation video. I don't have much of an opinion. Like I said, I'm actually so boring. I'm actually so neutral about like so many things. I'm on the side of like, if it's just done well, then it's done well. But if it's not done well, then it's not done well. I watch spoiler book reviews instead of reading popular books to feel included. Oh my gosh, I do too. My toxic trait is that I'll either like watch spoiler reviews or just like genuinely actively go out of my way to spoil myself about every single thing that happens. Like I'm not someone who gets like upset about spoilers. I'm actually like probably the opposite. I kind of actively seek them out. because I want to start a fight. I don't really know. But then the toxicity comes from the fact that I genuinely will forget if I actually read it or not. I do this with movies all the time too. I read books that I know I won't like so that I can complain about them to my friends. Oh my gosh. I don't judge anyone who does this, like hate reads books or like reads books that they know that they're not gonna like. It's like literally who cares what you read. But I'm like the opposite of this. Like I don't know if this means I have like no self-discipline or like not enough like willpower or whatever. I genuinely like can't make myself read books that like I'm not enjoying. This is why I DNF books like left and right. And I have no problem with DNFing books like at all. I do it so often. I'll give a book 5 stars for a couple even if I don't really like the rest of the book. This is so valid. Colleen Hoover's writing style bugs me, but like it's addictive. Colleen Hoover's writing is so addictive. Except for maybe Someday. That's the only one that I didn't like. Colleen Hoover's writing style is like something different. Like I don't really know what she puts in her writing. Like, oh man, her book. I hated ACOTAR. I found Fairy too annoying. Fun fact, I read ACOTAR. When did I read it? Like when I was in like grade 8 or grade 9. Like whenever that book first came out. Very lukewarm. And then I think I gaslit myself into thinking that I liked it because it was getting popular. Anyone who's read that book, you'll know what I'm talking about. But why did like the last 15% of it like was my favorite part? Because it was genuinely like just another book inside of this book. It was fully just like, it could have been like another book just like by itself. Sometimes I'll read series out of order on purpose for no reason. What? Oh my god. That is genuinely like waking up today and choosing chaos. That's so funny. Like that's like my friend who like watches random episodes of Grey's Anatomy just like out of order, out of context. Oh, I hate the brother's best friend trope. Maybe it's because I have a brother and can't imagine that. I love brother's best friend, but now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it's because I don't have any brothers. I have the opposite. I have 2 sisters. I have no idea what it's like having a brother. Is it weird? And anyone who has brothers, like what would you think? Or like if anyone is a brother, how'd you feel about that? Honestly, the whole of BookTok / BookTube overconsume books. Why are they buying so much? Yeah, book consumerism has been a topic like in the community for sure. I think I knew about that. I personally know why I don't buy books, and the reason for that is because I live in a student house. It's like, where would I even put them? I'm literally fighting for my life still with like the 10 books that I have here. I don't have money. So I'm literally fighting for my life every time anyway. So thank you so much for subscribing to me, watching my videos, because now I can break even when I like buy groceries. So those are the main 2 reasons, because I don't want to spend money and I don't have any place to put books anyway. I don't judge anyone for like buying books or like consuming a lot of books or anything like that. In my opinion, consume however much you want, whenever you want. Oh, also I didn't say this, but like guys, like if people don't buy books, that's it. Like there's no more books. The industry's not gonna print any more books. So low-key book consumers are like carrying the industry on their bare backs. So thank you for that, queens. I don't know if it's like other reasons because of like environmental reasons where we're like, oh, we're killing the planet because of books. Like honey, like we have bigger fish to fry, and those fishes are whales. I put in the picture of like the Nestle factory. Anyway, I don't use a bookmark. I try to remember what page I was and forget it nevertheless. Oh my gosh, I used to do this back when I used to like read more physical books. I was someone who fully just dog-eared pages. I didn't care. I still don't care actually. Classics get away with a lot of flaws simply for being classics. Not you though, Jane Austen. I don't think I've read enough classics to like have an opinion about this. Actually, I don't think you really need to read classics to know that classics are probably very problematic. Like the majority of all the classics that you read for like school and are considered like classic literature are all just like Eurocentric, written by white people classics. So obviously it's gonna be problematic because books right now are still problematic. So TikTok overhyped books really aren't that good. I think it's a mixed bag, and I think it's all people's opinion. Like I'm never gonna yuck anyone's yum. But what I will say is that a lot of TikTok overhyped books are like older is what I've noticed. And those books, I feel like because of like the time that it was, I find that there's like more problems with those books, like problematic problems, not just like opinion type problems. So I feel like that's my only opinion about that. Oh my gosh, sometimes I'll say I read a book when in reality I just saw the movie. Oh my gosh, I just stand a confession right now is that I genuinely don't remember whether or not I've read the book Bridge to Terabithia or whether I've just watched that movie like 50 times. But here's my other confession. Oh my gosh, this is actually kind of jail. Oh. How I really became like a really avid reader was in middle school because of the Percy Jackson series. I watched the movie first and liked it, and then that made me want to read the book series, and that's already jail. Actually, I stand by that. I actually like the movie, okay? Don't kill me. I actually like the Percy Jackson movie. But the reason for that is definitely because I had a big fat crush on Logan Lerman. Oh my god, he's so cute. And second of all, it was because like I didn't read the first book before I watched the movie, so I had like nothing to be disappointed about. To me, it was just like a regular movie. And I liked the movie because Logan Lerman was so cute. The actual jail part is that after I watched the movie and I was like, okay, I'm gonna read the series, I picked up Sea of Monsters, the second book, because I was like, I already watched the movie for the first one. That doesn't leave this video, you guys. It doesn't leave this video and I'm taking that to my grave because what the heck? It's actually kind of illegal. But then I started reading Sea of Monsters and I was like, what is this? I have no idea what's happening right now. And that's when I realized that the first Percy Jackson movie had in fact led me astray. Then I ended up starting from the actual first book and then continuing the series. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for the Disney Plus TV show. Like, I actually have faith in it. I read the last line of the book before I start sometimes. You know what's weird is that genuinely so many people have said this to me. I feel like that's a personality type. Oh, see, here's another one. I read the last sentence, sometimes the last page of every book I read before I start it. You guys should all start a club or something. I literally enjoy like only one genre of book and I feel so guilty about it, please. Is there a problem with that? Is there a problem with only liking one genre of book? Why is that a problem? What about it? Gosh, here's another one. I read the last sentence of a book first for the thrill of hopefully not spoiling anything for me. This is literally a personality type. Oh my gosh. I never pay attention to the author's physical description of the characters. Literally me. Literally not me co-opting the author's story and changing physical characteristics of the male love interest so that I'm more attracted to him. That's such a life hack, low-key. I mean, obviously I'm not going to change like extremely significant parts, especially if it's tied to like the character's identity. But if it's like little, oh my gosh, a bird passing my window, that was scary. No, but if it's like doesn't matter, like I don't know, like the length of their hair, like things like that, like I will change it. I'll change it to fit the nameless male model I found on Pinterest. Every time a main character with a POV dies or disappears, I always look ahead to see if they're alive. That's kind of jailed. I kind of like that. I bent a few pages of my new book, so I tried to fix them with a hot straightener. Regret it. I dropped a borrowed book in the toilet once, air dried it, and straightened the pages with iron. What? How did this happen more than once? It sounds exactly like something like a panicked adolescent would do. We're limited. We're so limited. Fanfiction is a legitimate form of reading. I think like reading is reading. I don't think that there's any like hierarchy in like reading because you're literally just like reading books on a page and hallucinating. I don't read fanfiction. I never got into it. I feel like I missed the prime age to like get into it. I don't judge anyone who does and I don't think that it's like lesser than or anything else like that. And it annoys me when people feel that way because it just screams elitism. Elitism in reading is genuinely like probably like I could rant about it so much. It's like such a pet peeve of mine. I think that's gonna be all for this video. I'm going to end it there. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. And follow me on all my socials. Links are all in the description. I'll see you all in the next one and goodbye.